elephant nose?
Like your elephant voice. You can make a really good elephant.
No, I can't. Not elephant. I can do a horse.
Oh, maybe I was thinking of a horsey. They're kind of the same. They both
Yeah,
have
but a horse
noses.
doesn't sound like a saxophone.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's episode. I am not your host. I am Bree. Your host is Jay. He's up in the corner. There's Jordan right above me and Matthew to the other side because I don't know how this is on the stream.
The same way
Jordan,
you see it.
Jordan today is wearing a wonderful shirt. His shirt represents his insides. And I would like it if you could show it to the chat, Jordan. Yeah!
Nice.
And the funny thing is, Jordan showed his house today. So he showed his house wearing this shirt.
No, I don't think you showed it yet.
No.
Because that's kind of ballsy. Like, that's like, I don't like it here by my house. Like, weird.
Well, that is the reason I'm selling it.
That's wonderful. How are you today, Jay?
I am fantastic, thank you. Hello, top of the morning, evening, afternoon, and good night to one and all. It is Monday at 10:30 in the morning. How is everybody on the panel doing today?
Good, thank you.
Great.
Very good.
How about
Matthew's
yourself?
also got a new shirt. That's nice. What does it say? Ballard? Brando.
Proud to be Belgian. No.
Bravo. Bravo.
Free with purchase.
What?
Free with purchase.
Oh, is that
No.
Oh. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you so much, as always.
Oh my
You're
gosh,
welcome.
thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you,
Oh.
Monkey. And thank you, Lance. So, lots to talk about today. Oh, my God. I don't even know where we're going to begin. What are you doing, Bray?
I was waiting to see where we began.
So, I see that you oiled up your tits for the show. Are you expecting to go surfing or maybe are you suntanning? What is the purpose of the lotion on the boobs?
Well, you see, what happened is, in Jay's bike reviews, people watch more when there's tits. So, I put oil on my tits.
Nice.
Well, that's a good segue because that's fantastic. I wanted to talk about that today. So, I have no way to open up that tab to show you because I'm on a different YouTube channel. Okay, so we're just going to have to go off my word. The other day, I was talking to Matthew and Jordan, and we're looking at the images of the audience retention. What? What do you say, Matthew?
No.
He said,
Oh, at the retention, and oddly enough, on the TK1, the whole video kind of stays at 40%, and then the most replayed part is at 9 minutes and 43 seconds. Now, what happens at 9 minutes and 43 seconds is Bree is in the garage, which looks and appears that she has a six-pack. Now, I thought for sure that it would be when Bree's butt is in the frame. It's not. It's actually when she's standing there. Now, I'm going to say this, and I want everybody's opinion on this panel. The fact that a man, now I get it. Men like vagina, men like boobs, men like women. What I don't understand is you could find anywhere online adult cinematography. So why would you go to a YouTube and watch a girl for that very little bit of time in that moment to see absolutely nothing? Jordan, Matthew, Bree?
I think it goes back to the whole thing. Less is more. So they don't get the entire picture. So there's a little bit left to the imagination. So
but you
because
go around
you can now
subscribing to Axe channels and someone knitting.
No, that seems excessive. But
to find
maybe it's because I do not have an OnlyFans.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they want to see more of you, and that is the best that they're gonna get.
That is the closest that they'll ever get because I don't post pictures like that, you know. So Jay's bike videos is the closest you're ever gonna see. You know what's funny? In that TK1 video, when Jay tucked me under the net and I came out, I had to edit that because my nipple came out. So if I wasn't paying attention, everyone would have seen a nipple. Because I guess it got caught on part of the net and just slightly pulled to the side, and then my nipple went.
So if you wouldn't have told us that you edited it out, the new peak in the video would be that netting there, because everybody would keep repeating it to see that nipple coming out.
By the way, that blooper reel is available for patrons, 100
Nice.
tier and up.
200 tier. It's $200.
200. Oh,
Yes.
it changed.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
it changed.
subscribe early. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. It was your grandfathered in. If you're in a $100 tier, you have the picture. $200 tier, that's the only way you're going to see it. But and it's fascinating because people know that the person making the video is going to edit it. Like they know that, right? So you may be expecting a nipple to fall out. Now, if that's a live or something, that makes sense. But if it's a pre-recorded video, they know what they're doing. Right?
Yeah.
Like, especially your own stuff. While Bree's nipples and areolas are the same color as your skin, us men would not be able to tell unless the nipple pops out. The areola, we can't see it because it's too white. It's too pale.
Sometimes I just leave it and nobody notices because
Right.
it's so close all the time that if a little bit of it shows, you have no idea. Like,
I think
I
it's
just
a little
think it's
bit
fascinating, man. It's fascinating.
I think it's also a little bit of the girl next door thing. No?
What
Here's
is that?
somebody
Where it's an
that-
innocent girl that
Yeah. It's somebody like Brie said, it's somebody you're not gonna find nudes of. So they want to see that. Is there a slip? Is there a
So kind of the forbidden fruit thing. Like it's not obtainable, and that makes it more alluring. Yeah, I can agree with that.
And it's not
Okay,
the same as
people, but these people have never been to my channel before. It'd be different if Brie was. You understand? If, like, is there someone scouring the internet and then sharing what video? Like, is there? I'm sure there is. There's a Reddit thread, right? You remember? You ever seen a movie Knocked Up?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how their job is to do what Mr. Skin does, where they go through different movies and find where there is a slip up or there is a bush. You know, is there people that do that on YouTube and Twitch?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
this is the
Okay,
perfect time
I
to
am
plug my
aware of it.
website.
only because of Twitch. Because girls go Twitch live and then something shows. There's a whole Reddit thread for that, and I am subscribed. Like, I do watch that.
I don't
So
know,
maybe a girl in there?
what Twitch or any of the platforms would do. If it's alive and it slips, the only argument could be said is wear something to where it can't slip.
Yeah, they get banned. Because it's in Twitch's TOS that you are responsible for the content on your channel. This one girl had a friend, and the friend's boob came out.
Oh.
And you hear the chick go, "Oh," and then she ends the live, but the boob was already out. She didn't have a delay on. And because she didn't have a delay, she lost her entire channel.
Well, usually that's a good friend to have if the boobs come out. I mean, no?
Not if you're live.
Not
and
in
then
the Twitch,
funny.
but normal situation. That's fun. I mean,
Girls
But
don't
then
care
it-
about other girls' boobs. Like if I was hanging out with Jenna and her boob flopped out, I don't even know if I'd mention it. Like, just be like, "Oh, titty."
Well, I don't know. If me and Jordan were walking down Wildwood and his dick fell out of his shorts, I definitely wouldn't ignore it. I'd be like, "Bro, your balls are out. Like your balls."
What's this about?
Yeah, what is? You got like a turtleneck sweater down there, mini version. I probably would flick it. That's probably accurate.
Flick your
What
chip.
the fuck is that?
Oh, that's Jordan on the knees then after the flick, like
Yeah,
3 seconds after.
I don't know. To me, it's just fascinating that we tested something and now we have actual proof that sex, in fact, does sell. It does. Even to older crowds that's watching an e-bike video that's designed for old people. It still sells to them.
Well, it's like that e-bike company that said, can we get more footage with the girl?
The girl in
Yeah.
it. with
So, like
bikini,
when we
yeah.
do the Saran light bait, Bree, you're going to have to. This is going to be risky for you, but we'll put it in eco mode. We'll put the camera facing at you, or the 360 camera there, and you're going to need to lean over like you're riding a motorcycle, and you have to squeeze your jams together and hit that throttle, and then that is the thumbnail.
Uh-huh. That could work.
That's
That's
it.
going to
That's a
work.
thumbnail,
Yeah.
just like that. No helmet, just glasses together.
And that's
you
the
can wear a
review.
helmet.
No, that helmet. So the helmet looks stupid sometimes. It depends on my hair. If my hair's flat and I put a helmet on, it looks like I have a mop for a head. So if my hair is nice and fluffy, like I'm trying to make it fluffy because I keep fluffing it, then it looks good because it sticks out, you know?
What do you guys
That's
feel
helmet
about
hair.
helmets? You think helmets are you guys ride when you ride your bicycles or motorcycles? You wear helmets in Belgium?
Yep.
I'm not in Belgium, but I do.
I've never worn one.
Oh, you don't ever really? So you don't have to wear
No.
helmets as riding a bicycle in Belgium?
Unless it's an electric bicycle.
Right, but a regular bicycle you don't.
I don't think so. Will you join?
Oh.
No, I don't think it's a legal requirement.
What about
I
on
don't
a
think so.
moped?
I've never. Probably.
If it's less than 25 kph, then you used to. I think you have to wear a helmet now too.
I don't think. I think if you don't want to wear, go ahead, Bree. What do you think? You think you should wear helmets all the time?
Okay, so people who ride bicycles that aren't like a recreational bicycler always wear helmets because helmets are good. They protect your noggin. And if a car hits you, it might be the only thing that saves your life. So it is important because you're going so fast that you don't really have time to decide, like, should I hit the car or hit the tree? You know, it's kind of like wherever God takes me. You know, so that's why the helmet's important. But if you're cruising at like 9 miles an hour, you have more than enough of a chance to stop. So in that case, I wouldn't wear a helmet. But if I'm going fast or if I know that I'm going on streets, I would wear a helmet every time.
So only if you do sporty
Okay.
things like.
But hold on, back up. When you get on the back of that Diavol and I don't wear a helmet, I go 70, 80, 90 miles per hour. You wear a novelty helmet. You know what will happen to your head.
Oh, yeah. Motorcycles are different.
Oh,
The motorcycle, I wear the helmet to keep the hair out of my eyes and keep my head from getting burnt. Because my hair is so light, like it light in color, that when the sun hits my head, it burns my scalp.
Well, yeah, I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. So at 9 miles per hour, don't wear a helmet. If you're riding a bike and you're racing, you should wear a helmet. And an e-bike, you should wear a helmet. But a motorcycle, that's all right.
No. The difference is, one, I am driving, and the other, Jay is driving.
That's
like
fair
when
enough.
Jay drives, I don't wear a seatbelt. When I drive, I wear it too. Like,
yeah, if I die in like a car accident or a motorcycle accident, it is not my fault. It is something blew up on it or uncontrollable.
We were Final Destination.
Yeah, like that is my time. There's nothing I can do.
Well, and wearing a brain bucket or wearing no helmet at all, that the same end result. So
I agree.
I mean,
The novelty helmets, bro. Like now they have the ones that look like baseball caps, like they do on Weeped. Bro, listen. You would have First off, I don't know why we're so worried about our heads. They have a thing when you ride motorcycles and dirt bikes. I think motocross came out with it first. It's called the spine protector. Basically, what it is like a turtle shell for your spine. It goes down the center of your back. And to me, I would wear that before I would wear a helmet.
So you don't break your back, yeah.
You break your back when you get into an accident, there's no point in living anymore. You're paralyzed, bro. That's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Well, Well, to go back to the helmet thing, my helmet for bike riding is 2 parts. There's one part and then there's another part. This part's the shell. So if I hit the ground and I
Yep.
skid, the
Mhm.
shell will grab the ground. My head won't rotate. My head will stay still because this part's a shell. And then this part could also detach. So if I hit it really hard, this part could crack or break off or something, but the main shell will stay on my head.
You know, people still die with motorcycle helmets on, right?
We're talking about 2 different ventures. We're talking about bicycles
Mm-hmm.
and motorcycles.
Okay.
Motorcycles, you don't need a helmet if Jay's driving. He's got you. Bicycles, you need a helmet. there's a difference, you
Okay.
know? And then
Right,
for
but-
your spinal thing, what about that dude who was wearing a full spinal vest, yet he wore shorts and Crocs?
No. He was wearing an air vest. That's different. An air vest is designed for impact. So remember those jeans I had that if I got into an accident, I still have them downstairs. They're
Yeah.
gel jeans, so they're pretty heavy. Great to ride in the winter, but if you go down, they harden like concrete. So they'll mold to whatever you're getting hit, and it essentially hardens, so it takes no damage. Well, the jeans will get ripped, but you won't. Now they have vests that are somewhat like that, but now they have air vests. So you get into an accident and there's impact instead of it's basically a life preserver that goes off, so you bounce around.
Oh yeah, Jay, I learned a really good
Okay.
fact.
All
So
right.
you know how you wear like a whole bunch of stuff when you're doing like moto biking?
Yeah.
Like you wear the boots and all that stuff. If you fall and you get hurt, you are not supposed to remove any of your clothes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
those clothes actually are made to protect a break. So
Yep.
if I break my leg and I'm in one of those boots, as long as I don't remove the boot, like the doctors have a way higher chance of fixing
Yes.
it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they
Why you
can
don't
set it
remove
as
a
soon as they
helmet
take-
either?
Yeah, you're not
Right?
supposed to
That's
take anything off.
crazy to me.
Your
Like,
tracksuit,
that's
helmet,
so
nothing.
cool.
The helmet is unless they can't breathe. They tell you to leave the helmet on because he might have a skull
they'll
fracture
usually
and it
cut-
might all be.
Yeah, I've seen accidents where what they'll do is they'll cut the face out. So
Yeah.
they'll cut this whole section so their head is maintained.
Whoa, that is so
I-
cool, isn't it?
I have one of those helmets where there's for emergencies. There's places where you can just turn
Pull
and the
tabs.
entire front front comes
pull
off.
tabs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, all the chin things and everything that
Yeah, because
all
your
comes
skull
out.
could be fractured. Yeah, there could be a lot of damage. You're not supposed to take anything off if you get into an accident.
Mhm.
I mean, if you got jeans or something on, that ain't gonna matter. But if you got like an actual racing suit on, it's designed to stay on. That's it.
There's
And when you look at
footage
the
of
track ones, though, man, they've even got that shit that F1 cars have. So they have a port on the top to get air down their back and cool them off. It's nice.
Oh, with a vent, yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's nice.
know there was footage of a guy, MotoGP, I think, full suit on, full leather suit on, and he crashes, gets up. So he gets up and he takes a few steps, and he takes a step, and you see him sink down. So he had 2 broken legs. The suit kept it together, and because he did so if he would have just sat on the floor, it wouldn't have done it. But because he stepped on it, the bone went through, and,
Oh,
and he actually got shorter. You see him going through it. That's weird. So yeah,
Yeah, I
guess-
look at it this way. If you want to wear protective gear while you're cycling, while you're e-bike, or even while you're driving, good for you. But don't tell me that I have to do it because you
Right.
feel that you need to do it. That's like you pushing your beliefs of abortion on me. Just because you feel that way doesn't mean I have to feel that way.
Yeah, just because you want him to wear a condom doesn't mean that he has to. You know, there's a difference.
it's also, I would say,
Okay.
more encouraging to ride carefully or ride on the slower pace, because try getting a breath at like 70 or 80 miles an hour on your bike, unless
Did you
you're
hear
stuck
what Bree
behind.
said, Matthew? Did you hear what she said? No, you didn't
No.
hear it. Say it again, Bree.
I said just because Just because you want him to wear a condom doesn't mean that he has to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's not gonna break your head, is it? Well,
Might
uh,
break your bank. I can tell you that
like
much.
break
Yep.
your back afterwards.
Break his bank.
Yeah, it's breaking everybody's bank. Government too. Look, going down. It's your time. It's your time. Whether it's a cracked head, broken spine, it's over.
The thing that
Well,
worries me about Ron is that I don't have any control. Like normally on the e-bikes, I take a couple pedals. You know, I'm like, all right, this is how this feels. Okay, cool. And then I turn on the vroom vroom a little. I'm like, ooh, okay, ooh, ooh. And then I turn it all the way up, and I'm like, rah! And I'm going all crazy, speed demon, 50 miles an hour. But on the Saran, I can't pedal. There's just these platforms, so
Right.
it's just you can't even sit on it and then tell it just to go. Like your feet have to be on the ground. Like I can't
Okay.
have both feet on the pedals and then go. And that's what I'm used to.
No, you typically, I mean, you can for a brief moment. I mean, unless your balance is impeccable. But even then, like even on a 10 speed, you can't, like a race bike, you can't. You got to, what is
No,
it called? The crip walk? What's it called, Bree?
yes,
No, what's
that
it
is
called?
exactly what it's called. A
What?
track stand.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Okay, you got something. You can't do that on a motorcycle. It's too much weight. But on that though, Brie, you'd be able to put the bike down in a sense where you're laying it down. You put your foot on the peg, and then you give it throttle, and then as it goes to go forward, you lean it up.
Mm.
I know that sounds like a lot of work.
You keep one foot on the ground and then
We're gonna go to a really nice grassy knoll, you know, and then Bree's gonna get on it.
really nice soft grassy knoll.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
saw you on that 3-wheel bike. I'm kind of nervous now. You sitting on that because if you
So am
weren't,
I, honey. Okay, I know what to do. Okay, we put it in the
I got
bicycle
it.
holder.
No, I got it.
You turn
I
on the
got it.
fan to
Look.
12.
Listen. You don't even have to ride it. Get in your position. Sit on the bike. I'll put my feet to brace the front wheel like I do, like when you want to sit on the Diavel, and I will hold you up. And then you will just get the shot, and it'll look like you're riding it.
I like it.
And then people are
Because
going to be like, this is so clickbait. Yup.
Mm-hmm. But it works. Uh-huh.
yeah, after
Still
the
watching.
tricycle review, I revoked her license, so now she's only allowed to sit on
I
things.
think you should still try to sit on it and ride it, though. I do think that should happen if I put it in eco
Oh
mode. And
yeah. Eco is how fast?
20. Slow. You've
How
done
do
that
I go?
on.
8.
You want to go 8?
I've done 20 on a normal bike, but I want to go 8. How do you make it go vroom vroom? Is it a thumb throttle or twist?
Full.
Full
Oh.
throttle.
See, my problem with full throttle is when I pull that throttle, that's where I go. So if it's on the left, I'll go left. If it's on the right, I go right. I don't know what's wrong with my body.
Why? So you.
I don't know. I don't know. Every time we get one that has a full throttle and I go like this, I start to turn in the direction where I'm pulling. Like I think that if I pull it harder, I'll go faster. So I just start to pull like this,
But-
like it's a lawnmower, but really it's like this. And then I just start to turn and then I'm in the bush.
Mm.
Like
It's not pull, it's twist.
I combine them in my brain. Like I could do Beat Saber going like this and going like this, but
No
I
problem.
can't go like this. Like if I go like this, it goes like this. And
So you're twisting and pulling?
yes.
Isn't that
I
what
was-
women are supposed to do when they're getting hippoed is grab, twist, and pull?
I always thought
Oh.
that if I was
Right,
in the
isn't that a
hippo,
thing?
I would go along with it and then bite it.
Wait, what? Say that again. If you were getting hippoed, what would happen?
I would go along with it, and then I'd
Yep.
bite it and
So you'd
rip
be
it
all
off.
into it?
Yeah.
That's
Jay
not
said
turning me on.
Jay said be into it because I will turn them off.
Yes.
And then if that doesn't stop them, bite. and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty genius.
What do you think would happen to a man if his jam did get bit like that? Like the whole
I
thing.
think I'd pass out if you bit me that way. Jesus.
What
Decent
is
I
it
don't
about
amount
I
of
don't
your-
know
bleeding,
what kind of genius would go, you know what? I'm gonna that woman, but first I wanna get a BJ.
That
That's way
happens.
too risky. That's way too risky. Like why
You don't know if
even
her
try-
vagina has teeth. Actually,
That's also
in
true.
Nigeria, they make little vaginal inserts that have teeth.
Yeah.
So if you try to do a bad thing to a woman, this
Can't pull it.
thing gets stuck on your penis
Yeah.
and it's
So it's
filled
a
with
Chinese
barbs.
pussy trap?
It is.
Or
Yes.
they have ones
It
with
is.
razor blades in it as well.
Get the fuck out of here.
They
That
give
go
them away
inside.
to free to the women.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can't tell that it's in there
Do
until
they
you're
have
in
a
it.
hippo problem?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they give you a pussy retention device for free, they have a problem there. Like,
So what happens then? You put it in, it feels good.
you
and
have to
then
go to
you
the hospital.
Nope.
So are
It's
they
like-
still wait? Is it attached, like fixed inside of it, or does it come out if he pulls out?
Comes out.
It will come out and it's stuck to you now. There,
Ah.
like you know those things that we ran over with the car, and if we go over it this way, there's no
Spike traps.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. So your penis gets stuck, and then it pulls out the whole device. And
You
now
don't
you're,
think when he hold on a second.
yeah.
You don't think a man goes in, right? He gets razor bladed. Yeah. You don't think that he's going to take it out on the chick that he's razor bladed with?
He could, but I mean,
Yeah,
you're more
but
focused on the current issue.
The initial intent of those things with the blades or the teeth that go like this, where it can go in, but it gets snagged when he goes out. The whole intention behind it, or the idea behind it, was so if you get hippoed by this dude, you later point him out like this is the dude that did
Okay.
it. They have proof because he has damage to his penis.
Mhm.
So
Is it debilitating though?
Yeah, I would assume so. A whole bunch of spikes in your penis?
I
So you
don't know.
think
I've
there's-
never had any
there's-
kind of damage. I mean, I am 45 years old. I've had teeth and chafe, but I've never had like a puncture.
Yeah, punctures. Like it gets stuck in your skin. Like it's bad.
for some people, it might just be enough to no longer be interested.
What do you guys
or
think? You guys got penises. You think it would like
It would hurt. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like debilitating hurt, like kicked in the balls hurt, or like ooh,
Oh, a little worse.
I don't know. Kicked in the
No.
ball? Nah.
I don't know if it's
But-
worse than being kicked in the balls, bro. That
No.
shit
Well, I've
put-
never been
Oh.
cut in the
because
penis.
First reaction is going to be take it off. And if you pull it, it's just going to make it worse. So you're going to be focused on how do I get this off? You're not focused
Well, unless
on
he goes limp, and then
Yeah.
it just kind of gets itself off.
That's,
Yeah, but
I
that's-
think that's the only way.
That's not immediate.
With that kind of
Well,
damage,
it's-
it might be.
If there's
I mean-
spikes or razor blades in it, it might
Yeah,
be.
I think it
pretty,
would immediate within 20 seconds that would go limp.
uh,
I'm wondering what that would feel like. Like how much pain would that be? A 10?
We could order
So-
one.
No, we can't. The way I see it is being kicked in the balls is pretty painful. Like that, the nerve endings that's a wrap. I don't
it's not
know.
gonna be
I have
that
done
painful.
that to Jay before by accident.
Ooh.
And I feel so bad.
You've done it with your knee, where you put all your weight of your knee on my balls.
Oh,
Yeah, I popped one.
the bad part about it is you got that split second, those 3 seconds where you know this is gonna hurt in about 2 seconds.
It makes you so nauseous, bro. Like, oh, what a weird feeling. I don't know. So back to the thing, what you were saying. You what do you think would happen if a woman did do that? Middle of hippo, they just chomped your jams.
Well, there's been cases where the woman bites it off, right, or bites a piece of it off.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, the only problem, Jay, is my teeth don't touch. So there's gonna be a gap. I'm gonna have to like do a
Yeah, but
You know-
our
Oh, a
teeth
tear?
are meant. Yeah, but our teeth are meant to rip, tear, So whether they touch or not, if you bite down and you go like that, I promise you, your teeth.
Yeah.
If you could cut open a steak or a filet mignon, you could do that.
You only
That's
need
all I'm
12 pounds
saying.
of pressure. That's it,
For
right?
what?
To bite and remove
A jam? I know
Piece of
your
meat?
nose is 6 pounds of pressure. I don't know about that though.
I believe it's 12. Not to be a psychopath, but I'm pretty sure.
Is there a difference between hard and soft? You need more pressure when it's.
I don't know. My shit's pretty stretchy, bro.
What's the maximum amount that a person can apply with their teeth?
A lot, because your jaw.
No, you need more than, what did you say, 12? No, to pull it off, you need 48 pounds of pressure.
I'll
I'll munch on it. Let me just gnaw on this thing for a bit.
No, no, a mouth could definitely do it. A human being does 120 to 162 pounds of bite force.
So
What?
half of your bite force is enough to
To get rid of it. Yeah.
You know, other countries have actually cool ways of like catching criminals. Like if you're in a speed chase, I think it's in China, they aim at your car with a paintball gun. And it puts paint all over the back of your car. So that way, once you drive down the road, other cops will see that you're covered in paint and get you. Like it's such kind of an easy way to catch somebody without causing a high-speed chase. Like it's so wholesome. Like paintballing people? Like do they have competitions? Like
Well, same could be
I
said
like it.
for the biting thing, right? The guy running around awkwardly with his legs open and a big blood stain in the front of his that's gonna attract some police as well. I mean,
Now I'm more wondering about the guys that need to show up to the hospital to get that cut off, to get that condom removed. It's like, are there guys out there that are such losers? Like the doctor goes, "This is the 5th time this week. You rascal, get out of here."
You rascal.
They probably call the cops.
Yeah,
they
they
call
probably
the
do.
cops
Have to.
immediately.
Yeah,
once-
and-
yeah.
But you know that there's a guy in the village that knows how to get it off. Like there's that guy. Like
yeah,
The
but
mechanic.
if you need medical attention, you're still gonna have those particular of that particular damage, and they can see that damage comes from that thing, so they know.
Is there a way? Oh, this is messed up. Maybe there's some people out there that already have calluses on there, so it doesn't really hurt them.
that is so dark.
After a while, you don't even feel it.
Oh.
So I pulled up the image of so they're actually latex.
Mm.
So what are the barbs made out of?
Like fish hook things, no?
That's a sort of.
This isn't a new idea. South African women were inserted sponge-wrapped blades into the vaginas to thwart hippos before hippo axe came along. The vagina as a Venus flytrap meme has been used even as a fodder for bad horror films. What's disturbing is the unsafe conditions that are driving women to stick medieval chastity belt-type razors up their vaginas in the first place. Wow. South Africa has the highest hippo rate in the world. At the country's president has even stood trial for the crime. In this hostile environment, the Hippo Axe was created, but the Hippo Axe critics have made some valid points.
Wow.
Yeah, so the actual thing, it looks like a regular condom with bone in it. That's what it looks like.
Mm.
I mean, sharpened bone. I'm sure you could get fish bones and just...
Ooh.
That's
But
bad.
that's the
Yeah.
question, right? If the problem is this severe that you actually have to develop something to do something because you can't
But
stop
that
it.
tells you that you can't fix the crime rate, right? You can't.
No.
You've now created this, and it still happens.
Yeah, but how many women really use that thing?
Probably a lot. It's just given to them.
Yeah, apparently when women go to the hospital and say they want it, they just install it. And what
That's
about
pretty cool.
what if you get your jammy though? You've got to remove that. How do you?
Yeah,
How does one? Can you remove it from home, or do you
yeah,
have
you
to
can
go to
take
a
it out.
doctor?
You can take it out. It, I think the whole idea is it is stiffer than a condom, so
Oh yeah,
it
no, it's hard. No, it's hard.
retains
I
its
watched a
shape, so you
video
can
on
put
it.
it in.
I would show you, but I don't know how these platforms
Mm-mm.
feel about this. I even saw a video of them putting it in. Um,
So we're gonna
Internet
show
place.
we're gonna show a cucumber slicer now. Okay, Twitch.
I just think it's bad. If you can't control your crime rate and you do have to go to some type of medieval way to fix it and it still doesn't fix it, I'm thinking that when someone hippos, they don't go to jail. You make an example out of him. And then someone
Men
gets a
are
gun,
more.
you make the example again. You just keep setting the example, and then eventually it'll start to sink in.
I think men are more afraid of their penises being chopped off than they are of death.
Hmm.
Because if
Yeah.
the sentence is you will have your penis chopped off, or your sentence is immediate death, I think that the penis will have more like
I'll agree
dissuading
with that.
power.
I'll agree with that because people think that they could always appeal, right? Even in other countries, they can appeal. They can appeal. They can appeal. Like
Yeah, but
in
if
this
we're like
case,
we're cutting your jam off in the street,
a man that has that thing on his jam, there is no appeal. Like this is
That's
physical proof, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's no appeal. You're out.
Oh, listen. I fell, I slipped, I fell, and I can't
And
get
this
it
landed on it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think without a shadow of a doubt, nix them. That's all. And show people you nix them. Like put it on TV. Do public executions. I'm not into executions because I don't think one man can judge it. But if you have this bad of a problem that you cannot control,
You're not even saying cut the junk off. You're saying
yep.
okay.
Yep.
I think that the internet has kind of numbed us to death. Like if executions were on TV, I don't know if anybody would care because they're pretty melodramatic compared to like what I could find on the Reddits. You know, I could find some
Well,
crazy stuff.
You're thinking of more on a table with an injection execution. No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about town square filled in a
Ooh.
guillotine in the
Yeah.
middle of it. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You
Because
have
if
a
it-
blade that comes down and that's it. It's over.
If it's televised, I think that takes away from it. If you see it in real life, as
Oh,
a
of course
person,
it does. Of course it does. You guys remember back when we were in Iraq, right? You remember this, and you saw the beheadings. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, they're beheading people." Okay, first off, that's the West that doesn't like beheading. Everywhere else, that's been accepted. For some reason in America, that's like, "Oh my God." But yeah, of course, people would watch the TV. You know how many beheadings they were watching when they came out? Oh.
yeah.
You put that on there, people will think twice. Oh, and then you just make a little threat as the governor of a state. We're trying to do what France does with, hippoers. We're just going to execute them. Let's see how much that does it.
Guillotine, snap, done.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about the appellate court. I'm not talking about the death sentence. No, I'm talking about immediate death. You get caught with this shit around your jams. It
You're
doesn't
done.
matter who it is. It doesn't matter. You're guilty. That's it. It's over. Reasonable doubt. It doesn't exist.
Well, the good part of it is that if it leaves marks or scars, you can never deny that you did it either.
Or that too. You even go round everybody up. Round everybody up. The last 10 years we've had this shit. All these people with these scars, round them up. We're done. New law.
What's
no
this
grandfather. Yeah, that's what I say, man. Get rid of them. Whatever.
Jay, did you hear about the kid from Nebraska?
No, but I want to talk about something with France real quick. Can you remember
Oh.
that or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
Kid
just remember
Nebraska.
kid from Nebraska. Check this out. I was arguing with some dude on Facebook yesterday about the Last Supper and the Olympics. Right? I know how you feel about it, Bree. You're very anti what happened. That brings up a point, talking about how Christian he is. What if this was Muslims? And he was like Norwegian or something. So he responds to my comment, then I respond to his. I said, it seems like a lot in your post. You're doing a whole lot of judging. Isn't that one of the root things of Christianity is to do no judging? And then he goes on to say, yeah, well, I'm not judging. I'm just saying that it shouldn't be, and they're all wrong for it. No, you're judging, but okay. And then he goes on to complain about the kid that was on the thing. And I said, my argument was simple. I said, where did this happen? This happened in France, right? You guys remember the show Cuties? With the kids that danced all sexual on Netflix. Everybody gave them shit. Do you know where that was filmed?
No.
France. Do you know who supported that film? France. Right. So before we go on to talk about the Olympics, since people have such a bad train of thought on the internet, it wasn't but a year and a half ago that France endorsed the film where it was a bunch of kids being sexualized. So don't worry about the Olympics. Worry about that shit that happened 2 years ago. Okay. Go ahead. Nebraska kid, Bree.
Oh, yeah. So there's this kid in Nebraska who is unnamed and unaged, which means that he's a minor. He has a YouTube channel where he films trains. He thought it would be fun to derail a train. Trains? Yes.
Okay.
He thought it would be fun to derail one. He messes with the switchboard, makes a train crash into another train for his YouTube channel. He posts it to his YouTube channel. He waits for the cops to show up and then shows them the video of the accident. It has caused $350,000 in damages.
Oh. No life lost?
Deaths?
No.
Oh.
No, just carnage. He ruined the train tracks. He ruined an empty train car, and then he ruined a train car that actually had stuff in it.
Well, that could be a lesson that you need to get better security. That you need to encrypt some shit. Nobody died, so you just caused a little bit of a catastrophe. It was just a kid having fun.
Nobody dies.
Just boys being boys.
Yeah, it's just what are you gonna do, right? Hey, would you rather him play
Might
Nintendo
just be lucky,
inside
right?
or derail a
Because
train?
what happens if he would have done the same thing and one of them would have been a passenger train?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But that's not what happened.
No.
So that argument that they would raise in court is no, but it's not though. Maybe the kid knew that there were no passengers on it. Wait, how did two trains collide and cause damage? And
because
no
it was supposed to go this way, but if you went this way, there was an empty car. And he made it go into the empty car because that's where he was filming. So he wanted
What happened to the kid?
He's in trouble.
Oh, clearly.
He's 17.
Okay.
He was charged with 2 felony counts of criminal mischief. The prosecutors have filed a motion to get it transferred to adult court because of the consideration that it took to do that, is an adult thinking. The trains did not flip over. It was $350,000 in damages. Blah, 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 blah. He messed with the switch. He is a train enthusiast who was the one who called the police to the incident in the first place. So he did it for his YouTube and then called the cops. So he kind of did the right thing, but kind of did.
So, but you have to throw the book at the
damages you have done.
Nobody got hurt though. Like nobody got hurt.
No, but if you let him get away with this one, what's him
No, I'm not saying get
from
away
doing
with it.
it
I'm
again?
saying punish the kid, find the kid. Take 20% of his paycheck for the rest of his life till it's paid off. I'm not. I don't think the kid needs to go to jail. Like what the fuck? What is he gonna learn in jail?
You're gonna make him worse.
Yeah, just, I don't know, make them pay the shit back and knock that off. Don't you do that again.
Is the video
I
still on
mean,
the channel?
yeah.
Hold on, let
Like
me
and
post.
subscribe.
He has a stupid name, difficult to search.
Train Crasher 2000.
I got it.
It's Z
I got- I-
Unit.
I got the footage. Yeah.
So they haven't taken it down?
Oh, that's okay.
That's not it?
No, that is. That's just not on his channel.
I don't give a shit about his channel. He doesn't need a view.
You don't want to give him the view?
No, not at all. Fuck him.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! Oh my god, are they okay?
So wait, you're saying that the kid didn't know what he was doing? He sounds like
He knew what he was doing. He
It
flipped
doesn't
the
sound
switch
like that.
because I think that he realized what he did at that moment.
So he didn't know what he was doing. It was a mistake.
He messed with the switch to make it go in the direction of where he was filming.
Or he's just
Which-
playing and he wants it to look like he
No, he sounds
accidentally
pretty
filmed it.
startled. I mean, he sounds.
Well, but it's probably loud and scary.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, I was expecting so much more. That was very
Yeah.
anticlimactic. That was like the
Yeah.
first time I had sex with my ex-wife. There was much more that I was expecting, and I didn't get anything out of that. Okay,
This has a good angle.
right. Again, first time sex ex-wife. It was
Yeah,
good.
but
That's all that
he
matters.
did it to get views on his YouTube channel, which is kind of hilarious in a way because he had to figure out how to switch a train track without using electronics.
I don't see the big deal about it.
He caused damage. He could have hurt somebody.
Okay, that argument does not work because if you say that you could have hurt somebody, when you get into a car accident, you could have hurt somebody, but you
Yeah.
didn't, right? You could have killed somebody, but you didn't. We don't charge people except for, well, no, yeah, we do. Attempted murder. I think that's different though because that is an intent to kill, right? If you get into a car accident and there is a great example, God forbid, get into a car accident, there's a kid in the back seat.
Mm.
Something happens, right? You swerve, whatever, you hit the car. You could have killed that kid in the back seat. You could have. You don't get charged with attempt to murder or attempt to vehicular homicide, right? It's an accident. Him flipping the switch. Go ahead, Brie. Go. What? Say something.
Speaking of accidents, you know how all of these like these people who are transgender and gay and stuff adopt
How?
babies?
But I can't even have a conversation with this woman. I don't even
Oh.
know what we're talking about anymore. Go ahead, talk to me about the trainees. Hit it.
These two gay guys adopted a fresh baby, like not even 2 weeks old. They had it for not even a week before they left it in a car for 18 hours.
Nice.
And
Baby died?
someone, yeah, in the hot car in California.
Oh my.
Oh,
And the only thing I could think of is if there was a mom, the mom would have been like, I haven't fed the baby in like 4 hours. Where is it? Like, you wouldn't have waited almost an entire day to find it. Like, and they didn't even find it. It was someone else who passed the car who saw it. Like,
That's good.
they didn't even realize that their baby, fresh baby, was in there. I would be furious if I was a person who carried it because I'm still fat, right? Because it's only been 3 weeks and you already lost it. Like, what's wrong with you?
How did that?
Like,
So what? Okay, when did this happen with the baby and the two gay dudes?
like a week or two ago.
And what are they being charged with? Endangerment of a
Nothing.
child. What?
At the time that the article was posted, nothing. It was labeled an accident.
Whoa. Wait.
Wait,
But if
no
you leave the
negligence?
dog in the car, you get charged with something.
At the time that the article came out, which was like a week or two ago, there was no charges listed for the parents.
Huh.
It was a gay couple from San Francisco, I think.
June 25th.
Yeah.
2 months at being 2 months after being adopted by a local gay couple.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty
She had been
horrible
left
way
in. Oh my God, Diana Sophia, whatever, was found unresponsive in the SUV outside her parents' home in Santee, San Diego, about 12:20 a.m. She had been left in the car for several hours in 63-degree Fahrenheit weather when a family member found her and called 911. The baby girl was rushed to the hospital and did not survive.
Heat stroke?
Are now investigating how Diana was forgotten in the car and who left her there. No charges have been filed. Studies show the temperature inside the car can rise to 104 degrees Fahrenheit in just half an hour on a 70-degree Fahrenheit day. See, but that's only applicable to sun time. But that was 12:20 a.m. So, okay. All right.
So she was left in there all day.
Probably longer, right?
Several hours?
Well, they left both the windows down. Did you see the picture of the car? They left both the windows down so the sun was blazing on her face.
Ooh.
Little muffin. That's why
Yeah,
gays
well-
shouldn't be able to adopt babies.
But it only takes a half an hour or something, right? Or not, to become lethal to a baby.
Babies are very sensitive to sun.
And to heat.
They don't like it. You gotta treat them
you
like
got
a
that baby exposed to the sun, and then they get the fever and sunburn, and their skin's all sensitive, and it doesn't have the vitamin D to. Oh man.
Oof.
Yeah, babies don't have the thing to process a tan yet. Like how our bodies can turn sunburn into tan, their bodies don't have
No.
that.
The melanin. Oh, melanin, yeah, do have.
But I think it's crazy because if you leave a dog in the car, you're
Yeah.
charged with so much stuff. This gay couple left a baby in a car and killed it, and they're not
one
charged
of
with
the
anything.
people. The crazy part is one of the people that are the owner of the baby, if you will, or parent. I don't even want to use that.
Owner
title.
works. Owner works.
The owner of the baby is the co-chairman of LGBTQ Pride. So, well, I'm sure that helps out the case quite a bit,
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that has everything to do with leaving a baby in the car. Is, you know,
It's
'cause you're the
so
chairman
hypocritical.
Of a,
Yeah,
of
but
a-
they're attacking me because I am the co-founder, or
yeah,
I am
because
the,
I'm
the-
gay and because I'm the
because I'm
co-founder,
gay.
so this
Yeah.
is unacceptable.
Yeah, but if one of us did that, we'd get charged with
Mhm.
endangerment of a child, and they have another kid. They would take our other kids
What?
away.
No.
Wait,
Because
what?
we-
No. They took the other kid away.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy. It shows that if you don't have like the sentimentalness of actually having the child, that you don't care about it at all. Like they might have been using it as just a baby accessory. And that's why they
Yeah.
didn't care that it was in the car.
Yeah.
Like you would notice not hearing a baby crying, not needing to feed it.
You know what's pathetic is we're at a point now where cars like Tesla, right? They can detect if there's something in the car and turn on and AC. And what does that say about people?
What?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Getting
cars.
dumber.
Oh yeah, they have a thing with the dogs where it detects movement. And it says there's an animal in the car, and it says the owner may be back soon. We have alerted the owner, and they alert him on the app. Oh yeah. Oh, it's
Oh
pretty
my
fucking cool.
goodness.
It's pretty cool, but what does that say about you? Like, if you need technology, it's like, yeah, I see there's a fire in the house, but the alarm hasn't gone off, so that'll put itself out. No. Bless you. That's not how it works. Bless you.
Bless.
So if if we're relying on technology to let us know that we're fucking up,
But the Tesla thing, you can put it in manual as well. I think. Right?
right? You
Well-
said you can. I don't know about a human. I know about a dog and a cat. I don't think it does a human.
In the article that I read, they were giving out tips on how to not forget your child. They said take off one of your shoes and put it in the back seat. So when you get out of the car, you realize you don't have another shoe and you have to open up the
Wait.
back door. Like, I'm like, are you serious right now? People forget that they have a child in the back?
Fucking crazy.
How?
Yeah.
How?
Just make a little incision and push an air tag up in there. That'll be just
You don't even need an incision. Use the rectum. Put an air tag in the baby's ass, and then you know exactly where it is. And every
No,
time he poops, you
actually
reinsert it.
See, this is why we need to start chipping people, right?
They
I-
make AirTag headbands for babies. People put the
No.
AirTag in the headband, and then they put it on the baby,
You
and
know
then
what
they
always
send the
tripped
baby
me
to
out? You guys have all
preschool.
seen it. What about when they put the fucking leash on the baby? You've seen it before
Yeah.
with the leash, with the strap. What? You did that shit, Matthew?
No, I had that shit done to me.
Oh, okay, that's
Oh.
bad.
That
That's
must
As
have been
an
like
adult or
adult
as a
it
kid?
explains a lot
That's
about
before
you.
it was invented.
As a-
How did he get it?
As a kid,
They used a dog collar on him, and they just rigged it.
no,
just
it's
there.
whatever you call it. But it was as a kid abroad in Italy, and I was I was a toddler, so could walk and everything, but I used to skedaddle off and go.
You were a
find,
runner.
yeah,
Aw.
things that are interesting or whatever or dangerous, and then they ended up giving me one of those things where
Okay.
there was a leak
Okay,
on
hold
it.
on. So you're saying that without discipline, right, is what caused you to do that? Because if you knew every time you ran, we broke your jaw, I don't think you would run anymore at 5
Yeah,
years old.
but I was kind of stubborn kid.
Yeah, well, so's your son, and how's that working out? Why don't you
Yeah,
put a little
well.
leash around him?
Would have put a leash on him. One
He's
of
a
those
bad
col-
boy.
One of those zap collars.
Oh.
That would have been nice.
So if we right, so you if you need a reminder that you have, keep in mind, I will put this out there. I've been hit with some child endangerment shit. I have. So, but mine is fully aware. I went into bed. Let's just be clear. I'm fully transparent. It was my first wife's, her kid, Angelica, who I was very close with. We were at Best Buy. I had to run in to go get some shit. She was tired. I said, I'll leave the keys with you. The car running, lock the doors. She was 8 years old. Okay. 9. She was 9 years old. Okay. I go in. I'm in there for 5 minutes. She gets out of the car. Alarm goes off. Cops are called. Child endangerment.
Is it technically? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Barely.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
She could
I
have
wonder if
gotten.
you're ever.
She could have gotten run over in the parking lot, so something could have happened to
I was
her.
I was
Technically,
at the checkout when the cops were called. So it was within 6 minutes. Tops.
Huh.
Tops. Right by the police department too, so that didn't help. Like they didn't even have to get in a car. They could have just walked there.
walk over.
Right across the street.
Wait.
Yeah, meanwhile, in other countries, people leave their babies in strollers outside of
Yeah,
stores in the snow.
In Denmark. I think it's society that makes it a crime. My dad would
Yeah.
leave me in the house all by myself all day on Saturday and Sunday at 9 years old, 10 years old. I'd be playing Nintendo, Atari. There wasn't a problem
me
when we were
too.
kids. And that's a
Yeah,
whole
I was
lot
taking
worse than a
care of my
fucking
baby
car
brother.
is. That's a whole lot worse. Leave the gas on, totally forget to ignite the stove. Okay, we got a bigger problem than a missing car at this point. You know, my dad left with a beautiful white house and came back to an open lot, just clear.
Open lock.
Right? Like,
Nothing.
that's a bigger problem than a fuck. But the car was locked. Look, they dropped the charges because the argument was the car was locked. The car was armed. It was running with air conditioning. And
Yeah.
it was nighttime. It's not like I forgot her. I was aware.
It's not like you locked her up in the middle of the day in a hot car either.
No,
So
no. She just panicked because she woke up and was like,
And there was nobody there.
Where's my dad or stepdad? And she ran to the
Aw.
Best Buy, and Best Buy called the fucking cops on me. 6 minutes, bro.
Plus, Jay's got the gift of gab, so he's really
Yeah,
good
but
at
when you
talking.
break the
about
law,
it.
but when you break the law, the gift of gab kind of goes right out the window.
it doesn't
What
really
about
matter.
when we park illegally to go in GameStop?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and the cop was all angry walking up. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know how to talk to cops.
It was so hot. Jay was like, "What's up, brother?" Like the cop was parked behind us. We are parked in
Well, you
front
have
of the
to-
curb where it says no parking. Like we're right in front of the store.
We're in the road that you have to drive down to find parking spots. I took up a whole lane, so that go
Ooh.
ahead.
There
Bruce.
was no parking spots nearby. Anyway, but Jay, he talked to the guy and he was like, "Oh, what's up, brother?" And we're coming out, and he's like, "Hey, why are you parked here?" And Jay was like, "There was no spots, man." And the guy was like, "Well, you can't do that." And he's like, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" Like he was just talking to him like
That's
they were
not what happened.
buds.
That's not
Oh.
what happened. Okay. I parked on the curb in front of the business where you're not supposed to park because it's a road that is one way. So there's really nowhere for you to go. So I parked there. We went to the GameStop. We had to buy something. I don't know, a game or a PlayStation or something. And it was in the RSQ8. So I didn't put any hazards on. I did put hazards on. Cop pulls up and I'm like, shit. So I said, okay, let's check out, right? And he gets out and he's like running the plate and he's got his ticket book in his hand and he gets out and he's like, why are you parked there? I was like, what's going on? Sorry, how you doing? He was like, well, you're parked here. I said, yeah, my bad. Sorry, I had to run in. There's no spots, I got a handicap placard. And he was like, so I shouldn't give you a ticket? I was like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't give myself a ticket, but if you want to write me a ticket, you can write me a ticket. He was like, nah, I'll let you go. You good. All right. Thanks, brother. That's what happened. Not all this
because you didn't get into his face. You didn't ask
I was
for the
wrong.
ticket
I was
not to
wrong.
be.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Admit you're wrong, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Just like if you go throw yourself to the mercy of the court. Yeah, I hippoed her. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to save all the jury the time and everything. I'm just going to put it out there right now. Just put it on the table. I'm going to accept this shit as a man. I promise you that they're going to give you a whole lot less than if you say you're not guilty. You waste everybody's time for 15 days. They're throwing the book at you. They're throwing the book. If you just come in, yep.
And then
Cold-hearted.
if you
No,
go
I'm not
like,
cold-hearted. I apologize for what I did. I was wrong. But I don't want to waste anybody's time in here. I did what I'm being charged with. It's that simple.
and in that case, because you lied, you're no longer reliable if you say
yeah.
sorry. Or I'm not going to do it ever again. It's not going to happen ever. Well, you just lied about the entire thing. Why?
Yep. And we found you guilty because we found proof. So there's that.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're Alec Baldwin. You could fucking shoot somebody and then you just throw it away for a technicality. That's your justice.
Oh, Jay.
Accidentally.
Allegedly.
You can call it how you want to call it. Accidentally or purposely, either way, you killed somebody. Like, no matter how you want to word it, you put a round into two people. Mr. Crooks, wrong time, wrong person. Sorry. That was too soon.
It was so close together. It was so close together.
They were like back to back. I was like, shit, did Alec Baldwin train this dude? Like hitting somebody you didn't mean to hit? No.
So you weren't the guy with the trench coat and the revolver on the roof. That was that other dude. I got those confused. It happens.
Too soon.
Is it though?
No.
But
No.
maybe it would have gone differently if he was just stepped up, not Crooks, Baldwin, and just went in there. Yes, it was.
Bro. Ooh. I don't know. With a celebrity?
Thing is, with a celebrity, people are thinking getting money out of it or getting fame out of it or whatever. That
True, but if you ever have the ambition to act again, I think the perception of the public would have been different. At least for me, the little bit of respect I had, well, I didn't have, but is now completely gone because he didn't take responsibility for his own actions. He tried everything to avoid the
Yeah, he didn't
consequences
pull
of
the
what
trigger.
he
He
done.
did pull the trigger. My hand wasn't
Yep.
on the trigger. Like, bro, that's what. Look, you need to be coached. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say that. You can call a lawyer, call somebody, and they're gonna say, "Listen, this is what you say," and then just run with that. If you're gonna lie, fine, lie, and then just keep lying. Say the same shit. Don't switch up midway through. I didn't pull the trigger. Who else did? Whose hand was on the weapon?
It went off all by itself by accident.
Okay. All right.
It
Well,
was
That
the
wasn't
heat.
even on the
I
set.
don't know about anybody else, but if you ever held a weapon, they just don't discharge randomly. It's like, brrr, unless you play Fortnite and you forget where your trigger finger is. That's about the only time, Jimmy, that your rounds are just going to go off in the middle of nowhere. Wait, what are you doing? What do you want to talk about?
Did you see Trump's ear?
No, they showed it
No.
after. Is it messed up?
Missing a chunk?
No, it's fine. There's no missing part to it, which is confusing.
You're saying the skin graft was that good that it doesn't
I'm
look
saying
like...
his ear looks normal. Like
Oh.
completely normal. Like
Is it the
no issue to it at all.
The real picture. Everybody's saying his ear. Did his ear get shot, or did they scam the side of his scalp?
I don't know, but from the pictures, there is no damage to any part of his head.
Right here. Huh. Huh.
Yeah.
And those are new pictures.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the one that I saw, Jay, was the Daily Beast, which is down one and over one. Up. Stop. Down.
Yeah.
Over. Yeah.
Huh.
Weird, right? If I was him, I would have just carved out a piece of my own ear.
Light this up and stick it back together again,
Yep,
please.
took a hole puncher and just
Even
know,
if you
just-
got a skin graft, right? So you take your best plastic surgeons in the world, the best plastic surgeons.
It will still show after a week or even 14 days. You
How
will see
long
it.
was
What?
it? When did they try to assassinate him? What day?
like a week ago. Like, I still have scars from my breast implants, so he would still have stitches. Like, I think Trump, like, I like him, but I'm confused as to where he was hit.
Yeah, I would have had them take a wireless hole puncher.
Mm-hmm.
You use your imagination. Put my ear against some shit and clip it again.
Same. Just
Or-
take out a chunk. Who
Or,
cares?
or take a pair of safety scissors. Something. Don't fix it. Leave it like a battle scar. That ear does not look like an ear that was clipped.
No, it doesn't. I can't even tell where he was hit at all. Like, looking at the pictures.
Yeah, that's the image I saw, Jordan. That's okay.
Oh, man. You
All right,
never
hold on. Let me defend. If you look at the ear, In
Uh-huh.
either of those, not your image, Bree, in this image here, I will show you something. So if you look at this image here, let me zoom in a little bit. Do you see here on the very tip where it's bubbled? You see that?
The
Mhm.
keloid?
Yeah. I feel like that's where it was clipped, right there.
It
That
looks
little,
darker,
yeah.
and the
And
hair is
usually the
kind of
hair is
yeah.
behind the ear, and now they kind of try to cover it up with his hair.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to see more pictures.
I don't know. And I know that the ear doesn't heal super fast with like cuts in it. Like when people have cauliflower ear and it gets exploded from like MMA, that ear stays deflated long time. I don't know that all
Wait,
that's gonna do is
cauliflower ear
spark.
goes away?
Yeah, it's all blood, bro. That's all
Oh,
blood.
I thought once you had it, it never went away anymore.
Oh yeah,
Again.
people have blown them up. Yeah, you get punched hard enough, it
Mm.
explodes and then it deflates. Oh yeah, it looks bad, bro.
It's gross.
Oh God, I've seen it happen on MMA, like an actual live fight. It looked like you took a gallon of pig's blood and just dumped it on their head.
Wow. Oh.
They got to call the fight. We can't even fix that in a ring. We're gonna have to fight a different day. This is messy as shit.
And you keep hitting him in that ear, of course.
Jay, that
See, I don't-
location, it does look the same. If you look at that screenshot that I just sent you, and you zoom in,
yeah,
that's
I
the
see.
same spot.
Yeah, I mean it's not. Look, this is gonna cause a lot of people on the left to say that this didn't happen now.
It is. They
You
already
mean-
are.
Oh God.
That's how I heard about it.
Oh God.
Because, yes.
Of course, what's the validity of those pictures? Because we all know.
Well, these are all valid pictures. These are pictures from today. So,
Yeah.
uh,
You should have just kept wearing the bandage forever.
you should have had them take a notch out of your ear.
Would have done that. I would have helped Jay out. I would have been like, baby, come here. You don't have a big enough cut. Let me help you. And he'd be like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I got this X-Acto knife. Let's just...
Or at least cosmetics, like draw a red line on it or something. Like,
No,
if I
don't do
go
that,
out-
because if you sweat, it'll fade out. I don't remember who I was watching where they had a bunch of shit in their hair. I think it was something political, and they're sweating, and all of their hair dye was coming down their face. Don't do that. Just cut a hole. Like, just...
Yeah, I have a surgeon do it. I mean, take a nick out of it, stitch it back
I
together.
don't know. That don't look good, though. I mean,
It is confusing because it raises more questions than it answers.
we still cannot, regardless of the damage that was done, we cannot negate away from the fact that they did try to assassinate him. That's all that matters.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's more...
Let's not focus on the
like-
key argument of, oh boy, missing an ear.
Yeah,
But
no,
the left
no
doesn't
way.
bring that up. They don't bring up the fact that someone died. You know, they're more focused on the fact that Trump doesn't have any damage.
And there's nowhere a shooter is good enough to a moving target and just clip the outside of the ear. Nah.
While he's moving, no.
Yeah, moving target.
Yeah, I don't care what games you're playing. Fortnite, Call of Duty. It ain't gonna happen, bro. Sorry.
And if he would have been shot in like chest area, shoulder, or whatever, you could go like, yeah, that's a bigger target for starters, and that's not as lethal because if he would have moved the wrong way, an inch or two to the other side, that would have been a headshot, a clear headshot.
Oh yeah, Jay played that video yesterday. That was extremely enlightening.
Oh,
Seeing
the
where
3D
each one
rendering?
went,
Yeah.
amazing rendering,
Yeah.
amazing. But it's kind of weird because the left are saying that it was staged, right? And then they're also saying that he staged it to have a new campaign photo. That's what they're claiming the whole thing was made for, is for that one picture. Is that
The one with the fist.
Sounds very expensive. You do know it costs lives, right? You could just do a photo shoot.
You would never have the shooter aim at your head.
No,
No.
if it was fake, shoulder. Right, Jay?
Yeah. Hit him in the arm, hit him in the shoulder, whatever.
Center mass, 3 shots. Pop, pop, pop. Done.
No, we're not talking about death, sweetheart. We're talking about make it look like we were shot.
Oh,
You would,
Yeah. Like,
if it was a staged thing, you would never have the shooter aim at your
no,
your
you would
face.
aim like here or
Leg.
here or the
leg,
side of
Yeah.
the
some
thigh.
muscle tissue, leg, shoulder's that's a little too close to a lot of arteries. You got to be good. Leg is an easy shot. Easy, fat, juicy, to and through. Crotch, even groin.
Yeah, small caliber that would go.
And
straight
if
through,
it
right?
was staged, why
It's
the
definitely
extra
not
shots?
staged. The people, the
No,
fact
no.
that people think that's staged is so stupid. It's such a dumb.
Oh, no,
Oh,
it's- yeah, that's a good point, though. Jordan just said that. Why would they what?
Do extra shots then. If it was staged, I would just nick the ear because I'm really good at what I'm doing. Nick the ear, call it a day, and run away. Why the extra shots? If it was staged, why
make
the
it-
extra shots?
to make it look like it's not staged.
Okay, then do 2 extra shots, not 7 in total.
Oh, to make it look like a botched thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 5 extra shots makes no sense.
The fact
first
that we're
three-
we are even possibly what's the word I'm looking for?
entertaining
not
the
endorsing.
idea.
Yeah, entertaining the idea that it is staged is ridiculous. Like it
Yeah.
Oh, we're more so trying to go
side
against
with the
what
left.
the left
Look, be
is saying.
centrist. Be centrist. Like I get the argument, but when I first heard it happen, that's the first thing that went through my mind when you were live. Is this is staged? But once he got clipped, no more do I think it's staged. Right?
Yeah, and other people dying.
Yeah, well, apparently
behind
there's
them.
been two. I don't know. I'm finding one person. There's only one person died. I don't know what people are saying. 2 or 3 people died. I can only find one. The one guy that we watched yesterday.
And then 2 or 3 got hurt, right?
Yeah, got injured. The guy with the 5th shot died. The one that in the back of the head.
Yeah, but I'm not even saying it's staged. I don't understand why the 5 last shots.
I think that's the entire problem, right? There's this is weird, this is weird, and this is weird. How did he get up there? They found him, they talked to him, they still let him be, and then they had an attempt. They could have taken him out, didn't do it. He got off the shots. It's a lot of weird stuff combined. So even if you're not left or right, you gotta go, well, that was a messed up situation. Like, how did it get to that point?
Unless he didn't want to kill Trump, but want to kill somebody in the audience.
The other
He wanted
shots
to kill
you're
that
asking
red fire.
about, the other shots when we watch that 3D rendering, right? They were on the ground, like they were straight shots.
Yeah, he was down.
Right, but that's
He was
why he
shooting.
took those extra shots because he said if I didn't get him when he
Mhm.
went down, it's to get more shots in to make sure I got him.
But the angle of the shots still went to. It's not like he aimed down at him. It still went over
Still
him.
straight shots, yeah. It's just a
I
bad
could've-
shot, bro. It's that
Yeah.
simple. It's you with a sniper rifle in Fortnite. You're just gonna miss every target.
You know what he needed? The
I
magneto
can't
gloves.
see.
That's it.
Jay,
You
I
need a
can't
nitro
see.
fist. Nitro fist.
I
Jump
can't
in
see
the
it.
air. Come down with the hand. That's a wrap, bro. Everybody's gone.
I can't see him, Jay. I can't.
I don't see anybody. Turn around.
Turn
Where are
around,
you guys?
bro.
Where are you?
Turn your body around, bro. Right the fuck there. Oh, there you
Where's
are.
everybody?
Looking at the ceiling like. Coming in hot.
Jim was like, "What are you doing,
There's
Jimmy? Why are
something
you
over
looking
there
at
on the ground. Where? On the ground, right there. You're looking up at the fucking sky.
Jay was like, we can see you, right?
Yeah, we like, and then the worst part is when you die, you don't just see them; you're in their body, so you see what they're looking at. Like, I see you right now staring at the bush. What are you doing?
The one with the wall inside of the house. What are you doing? Oh, we can see you, right? You're just looking at the wall. Or the clock.
Oh,
what if his controller's broken or something?
It's not troll.
He said when he goes down the stairs, he ends up looking at the ceiling. How? How?
Well, you have two joysticks. One does your movement, and the other one does your view.
Yeah,
So
but if you start
it's
the
kinda
top of
hard
the
to-
stairs like this, how do you get to the bottom of the stairs like this?
Yeah.
You know what he needs? He needs like a VR headset.
Ooh.
That would be
No,
cool.
that would be better. No, because
Yeah.
you
Can you play
can't
that
blame
instead?
your hands now. You just need eye coordination. You don't need hand and eye. You just
But then
look.
we need it in first person, right? That's the only way that will work.
Yeah.
No, you can do it in
do
third
it.
person.
Oh, it's gonna be more confusing. Am
Oh,
I
because
that
then
person
you
walking in front of
because
me?
then your eyes are not okay. Yeah. Okay.
That game would be cool and oh.
Yeah, just make him see the first person view with the gun. That's all he sees. And that VR.
I don't understand how you don't see, bro. That shit. And I try not to get mad. I try so hard. God give me strength, right? But it's like I don't know.
Sometimes you do a really good job.
And other times,
You do not.
You do not.
Because sometimes, like, I can tell that you're mad,
the
but
patience
I don't think
can
other
only,
people can.
you can only stack a cake so high, it gets to a point where a cake falls over. You could have 30 tiers. Your dad, every time he fucks up, adds a tier to my cake. We could be 3 minutes in and I got a 50-tier cake right now.
I do think it's funny that you've been tested by a multitude of people. Your patience has been tested over the years by many, many people, ex-hazers, current hazers, and it's Bree's dad that's gonna break you mental. It's like, okay, interesting. That's.
Oh, I'm just gonna snap one day. Like I feel one day, I'm gonna maybe that's my way out. Is I turn into a schizophrenic.
I think
I'm
it's
the only
good.
person. I feel like I am the only person to myself that can relate. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I want out of you. So if I just rely on myself, then I'm good.
No, I think it's good that there's no friendly fire because
Well,
Jay would have gone, well, pop.
Yup. Jimmy, look over there real quick. You see the dude where? Turn to your left. Pop. He got you. I can't let you. You're in the poison. You're in the poison.
Jay,
You're in
there's
a bad way,
snipers around
Jimmy.
every
Yeah, we're
time
in a
because
bad way,
I
bro.
always.
I can't come in hot. It's cold as shit over there. I can't go in. I'm not geared up for it.
Somebody always shoots me in the head. Why? I don't know why, but there's always snipers
And it
around.
always sounds like it's directly behind me. Jay, you know what? You take lead. No, you take
Boop.
lead. We'll follow you.
Well, that's why you don't need guns. Remember? Dude, I gotta get some guns. No.
But
It's
yeah,
okay, because
I
I'm
mean,
not going to
people-
just give him shit. I feel like when I let everybody else drive, they're fucking terrible. Maybe that's because I'm driving so much.
Oh yeah.
I can't let Joker or Jordan drive. So I have to drive all the time because everybody is bad. I don't know if it's on purpose because they want to shoot and kill people. So they're like just aiming at random shit.
No, because when I was driving with you, Matthew, wasn't I driving with you? It wasn't that bad. It's just because I haven't done that a lot in general in any game or in real life. Um,
That could explain a lot.
the pressure comes on, and I feel like I make more mistakes then. I truly do.
And you want to
And when
ride a
I just
motorcycle in real life.
well, that's different. You won't be next to me, like on the back.
What?
No, but my motorcycle would be next to yours.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, if you go down, Jay goes down.
Yeah.
So
No. I keep a safe distance.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But this is you want to win, so the best guy for the job. So he's better at driving. So I go, and I'm trying to do better with the gloves.
Right,
so
but
everyone has their task.
okay. I'm gonna sound cocky. I'm gonna sound cocky. But if you're taking your best person, that's like giving your sniper the job of being a medic on a special forces team of 7. You're putting your best fighter behind a wheel.
Yeah,
That
But
doesn't
I do
to
prefer-
me. That doesn't sound right, and I'm not saying it because it's me. You don't make your best person incapable of doing what they do best at.
Dude,
Right.
but I do prefer us walking instead of driving in general.
Well, I agree, but when there's a team of 4, some people get lost and stare at rocks.
Oh, that's been a while since I've since I got lost and looked at rocks. It's been a while. I
On
usually
me.
try to stick.
So if
Close
none of
to
you
you.
have any idea what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out twitch.tv/CheHazy for Jay, Jimmy, and Jordan show, where we learn to play Fortnite as grown-ass men. And Jimmy has not even responded to me, so I guess he's still upset about yesterday.
Aww. He's sensitive. You're his best friend. He was really good at getting diamonds. Really good at that.
Now you make me feel bad.
I'm sorry. I don't think he's mad.
He's getting better. We got a victory last night.
Well,
Not
you
with
see,
me,
like, his other friends don't play with him, but Jay does.
Why do you think that they don't play with him?
Because they gave up on him. All of a sudden, they're
Why?
busy.
Why do you think that is?
Because he stares at walls.
He just messaged me logging in now.
Yay!
No.
See, so my dad is retired, and he only stays at home. So the only thing that he does is play Pokemon Go and Fortnite. So having someone that he knows to play with enlightens his spirits significantly because he's retired. He doesn't have anybody else. He's not married, you know? So him hanging out with Jay gives him kind of a purpose in a way. Like, it gives him something to look forward to versus just every day just the same, you know, on his phone and waiting for Pokemon. And he goes on the tiki-talkies and he tries to find single moms, and like it's just, it gives him something to look forward to, which I appreciate.
And he is very sweet. Like he's fun to play with.
I hate sounding like such a piece of shit. Just because he's sweet. I agree. He is a good man. He's got a good heart. He cares. I agree. That does not mean that you are a good player, though. You understand?
100%.
Like those.
I don't think I said he was a good player.
Right.
I don't think I ever said that.
But then you instigate and you are a catalyst when he says, I have to carry the whole team. Bro, the only time that you carry the team is when me and Jorn killed everything and we're fucking dead and you have to bring us behind a house to res us. That is the only carrying you are doing with your 8 damage. Do not insult my skill and equate it to yours.
I think he's playing a funny. I think he's trying to be funny. I don't think he believes it.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go eat lunch. I'm going to go open up this Saran because it's finally sunny. I'm going to have no other time this week to do it. So I'm going to go do that, and then I will go on Twitch, and we shall play on the other channel.
Nice.
Matthew, if you'd like to join, and maybe you and Jimmy can drive and shoot, and then me and Jordan will get out and fight.
Yeah, well,
So Don said Fortnite is copying Battlefield 3.
Incorrect.
Ooh, Jordan with the notification. Smartness.
Why is it incorrect?
Oh, because PUBG was the very first battle royale. I mean, Battlefield is a large scale shooter. That's true. But the rings closing, that was PUBG did it first, and then Fortnite came out.
So Fortnite copied PUBG.
Well, Fortnite was also around. It's the whole play style. The battle royale was a thing, and then the closing of the rings, they adopted that as well in their game.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Which
it's a
gives
mashup.
it a more
It's a more of a mashup of games, right? Like a little
yes,
bit from
because
this one,
originally
a
it
little bit-
was the last man standing.
It's kind
but
of
you
like the
didn't
JIO,
have-
right? I like the Boro tank. I took the feel of this, the button
Yep.
of this, and I just mashed it all up, and that's what it is.
perfected it.
Yeah.
Wow, where can I get one of those?
The JIO, you can reach out to me at jhayes@icloud.com, $300, or you could just wait until other stores locally near you carry it. Stay blessed.
Wow.